Hello students, now the topic is astronomical telescope. Microscope, two different types of microscopes we have done. Now astronomical telescope. And remember, if there must be a question on optical instruments in your NEET exam, 90% chances are there to get a question from astronomical telescope only. After this, we will be learning about terrestrial telescope. Simple microscope, compound microscope, astronomical telescope, and the fourth one will be terrestrial telescope. Out of four, for your board exam, compound microscope is important. For the NEET point of view, most probably the question will be from astronomical telescope, not related to the derivation. So the most importantly, the formula is very important, right? Let us start. Astronomical telescope. See, there will be some similarities between compound microscope and this astronomical telescope. Let us start. It is used to see heavenly bodies like stars, moon, planets, etc. What is the position of them? Their position will be always at infinity. Understand? So our object is at infinity only now. Now, here this is astronomical telescope is the type of refracting type telescope. Next, terrestrial telescope is also a refracting type, and in telescopes there is another type of telescope called reflecting telescope. So that will come later. In this astronomical telescope also there will be two convex lenses. Why two convex lenses? One will give you the magnified image, the other one will magnify much more of it. And the image formed by one convex lens will behave as an object for the other convex lens. So like this, huge magnification will take place. And these two convex lenses, one is called objective lens, the other one is called eyepiece. And here, unlike compound microscope, unlike compound microscope, objective lens here in astronomical telescope will have large focal length. And your eyepiece will have the smaller focal length. This is a very important point related to astronomical telescope. One of the important points. Image of heavenly body formed by this subtends a large visual angle at the eye. When there is a large visual angle is formed at the eye, what happens? And the size of the image also will be bigger, right? Visual angle is directly proportional to size of the image appears. Now, we have learned about the magnification, which is angular magnification or magnifying power in optical instruments. Here also there is a concept called magnifying power. What is that magnifying power? Or angular magnification here. So m is equal to tan beta by tan alpha. The formula remains same, but your very important alpha value will be different. So what is the alpha in the case of microscope? Alpha is the angle subtended by the object on the naked eye when the object is kept at the near point. Here the object you cannot keep at near point, it is always at infinity. In that case, the alpha value will be like this. Angle subtended by the naked eye by the object at infinity. So that is what? Tan alpha. Now what is tan beta? Tan beta is same. It is what the angle subtended by the image on the lens. So what is that lens? Eye lens, right? So because whatever may be, how many lenses it will be having the system, but finally your eye lens is giving you the final image. Now tan beta is what? Angle subtended at the lens by the final image. Tan alpha is what? Angle subtended at the naked eye by the object when it is kept at infinity. Now let us start the system. So what we have discussed already, the system will be having two convex lenses with it, and that we draw both the convex lenses. So first one is objective lens having a large focal length, right? So large focal length is nothing but the large aperture. How the large aperture will be? Look at this interesting part. So this is one lens, and there is another lens I am drawing here. This is another lens. So this is a principal axis here. This is an optic center, and this is an optic center. So this lens I can write it as objective lens, and this is the lens called eyepiece here. Imagine there is a light ray passing through the optic center. So light ray passing through the optic center, it goes undeviated. You can see it goes undeviated. There is another light ray passing parallel to principal axis. Sorry, parallel to this initial incident light ray. So one light ray passing parallel to this. So what happens? It will just bend. Bending. These are two refracted light rays, and the image is formed. You can see here. So this is what the image formed, which is A dash, B dash. So where is our object? Our object is at infinity. Okay. Now, two light rays are moving parallel to each other. It is not the situation like two light rays are moving parallel to each other and parallel to principal axis. They meet at the focus on the principal axis. Here also the same thing takes place, but the difference I will tell you. Listen to me carefully. So there are two light rays moving parallel to each other and incident on a convex lens. They will be meeting at each other by forming a real image, but not on the principal axis, but at the principal focus. So that is the important point here. So now this is the principal focus point of what? Of the objective lens. So objective lens principal focus, and V naught is here. So V naught is here. So and V naught is nothing but the F naught here. Now this is the image formed by objective lens will behave as an object for the eyepiece. So now one light ray is passing in this way, and you know how it will move? It will be passing through the focus of the eyepiece, and there is another light ray passing through the optic center. You can see here it goes undeviated. This is the first refracted ray and the second refracted ray. They never meet each other. Yes or no? So why it is formed like this? So if you understand, you must get the point from the ray diagrams of the convex lens. So this is the virtual image formation. See where the two light rays appear to meet each other. You can see somewhere here. So this is called your A double dash and B double dash. So when it will take place? So the object must be kept between focus and optic center of this lens. So this is optic center, and the focus of it must be here. So that's called focus of the eyepiece. Focus of the eyepiece is here, optic center is here, so the object is kept between them. So then definitely there is a virtual image formation. The only case where the virtual image is formed in convex lens is this one. So it is formed like that. So where is the object? So image distance in case of eyepiece is this one. Object, this is the object in case of eyepiece, it is object. So the length of the astronomical telescope, how I can write L is equal to, you tell me. So from here to here there is a focal length of eyepiece, focal length of objective lens from here to here. So, and from here to here, object distance for the eyepiece. So, what I can write? So, it is f naught plus object distance for eyepiece. So, this is equal to length of the astronomical telescope. Now, let us concentrate about magnification concept. So, what is your alpha? Alpha value is angle subtended at the naked eye by the object at infinity. When the object is at infinity, what is the angle subtended by the naked eye? So this is what the object length, right? So this is what called alpha. So the alpha is the angle subtended by the object on this lens, objective lens. So because the lens close to the object is called objective lens. So that is alpha, right? So when it is alpha, this angle also will be alpha. So what is this alpha from the triangle? What I can consider here is tan alpha is equal to, what is tan alpha from this triangle? Tell me now. So this is the triangle, opposite side by adjacent side. Adjacent side, so it is from here to here. So from here to here, this is called f naught, okay? So from here to here, it is called f naught, focal length of the objective length. So a dash b dash is opposite side divided by f naught is the adjacent side, that is tan alpha. And what is tan beta? Tan beta is the angle subtended by the lens by the final image. Where is the final image? Here is the final image. So angle subtended will be beta, and this beta can be taken for this big triangle. Where is the big triangle? Here is the big triangle, you can see. So there is a big triangle, or you can also take beta for the small triangle. So small triangle is here. So this is the small triangle. This is the small triangle. So what is this small triangle tan beta? Opposite side is same, a dash b dash only divided by. So adjacent side is what here for this small triangle? It is object distance for the eyepiece. So it is UE, tan alpha, tan beta. And your magnification, what I can write here? Tan beta by tan alpha. So what is this? A dash b dash by UE into tan alpha comes to the numerator, that will be reciprocal of it. So f naught divided by a dash b dash. Right? So now here a dash b dash cancels here. So what is the magnification I can write? F naught by UE. So now let us see. So when the magnification is f naught by UE, this is what the magnification formula, f naught by U, the basic formula we have got. From this basic formula, there are two cases. So the case 1 will be the image can form at D. Image can form at C. This is the image. Image can form at D means 25 centimeters from the eyepiece, where we get the maximum size. And the image can also form at infinity. In both the cases, we are going to find relation among D value, focal length of objective lens, focal length of eyepiece, right? So the complete magnification concept is taking the relation among capital D, F naught and Fe. So the focal length of this is F naught and focal length of this is Fe. And which is more? Focal length of the objective lens is more. So your F naught value is greater than Fe, right? So let us find and check. So case 1. So what is our case 1? When the image is formed at D. So when the image is formed at D, what happens? 1 by focal length of the eyepiece. We are talking about eyepiece only, because the final image is formed by eyepiece only. So 1 by Fe is equal to 1 by Ve minus 1 by Ue. So 1 by Fe is equal to 1 by image is formed at D, right? So this Ve will become the image distance. Image distance will be left side of the optic center, right? So that means according to the sign convention it is minus d minus 1 by object distance. So from the optic center, object is also kept left side. Object distance also will be negative. Negative and negative will be positive here. So here if you multiply left hand side and right hand side with f naught, because our magnification will be f naught by ue. If you multiply both sides with f naught, what happens? So this will be f naught. This will be f naught, this will be f naught. Then f naught by u, you can write it as magnification. So that's the reason. So what I am writing, f naught by fe is equal to minus f naught by d plus f naught by ue. So this is the f naught by ue, I can write it as magnification, which is equal to f naught by fe plus f naught by d. And interestingly, the magnification is equal to f naught by fe into. So what I can write? 1 plus, the most interesting part, f naught by fe if I take common. So 1 plus, and already f naught is taken common. So that will be fe by d. You just multiply inside, you will get the same value. So f naught is taken common, but fe is not there, that's why fe will come here. So this is what the magnification or angular magnification or magnifying power of an astronomical telescope when the image is formed at D. In this case, what is your length of the astronomical telescope? F naught plus ue, right? So that is called f naught plus ue. So that is what the length of the telescope. Now, what is our second case? Our second case is when the image is formed at infinity. When the image is formed at infinity, so let us draw the same cases. 1 by fe is equal to 1 by de minus 1 by ue. So here what I can write, 1 by fe is equal to 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity is 0, minus of minus plus 1 by ue. So 1 by fe is equal to 1 by ue. If I multiply both sides with f naught, because f naught by ue is m, so multiply both sides with f naught. So f naught by ue is fe is equal to f naught by ue, and this f naught by ue I can write it as magnifying power, and the magnifying power is equal to f naught by fe, right? So which is more? When the object is at D, always the magnifying power will be more, maybe in simple microscope, compound microscope and telescope, right? So this is what m is equal to f naught by fe into 1 plus fe by d, and m is equal to f naught by fe. So in this case, the interesting thing will be what is L, right? That is important. L. And again I am telling you, 90% I have told you the question can be asked from astronomical telescope, and those 90% cases the question will be definitely from this part. Definitely from this part. So this is the most important case. So what is it? Where the image is formed? Image is formed at infinity. In the case of image is formed by which lens? Eyepiece. In the case of convex lens, image is formed at infinity means object must be kept where? Object must be kept at principal focus, yes or no? Yes. So at the principal focus I have kept the object. So that means this is what object. Object is Fe. This is the object from where you got it. So this is the object. We have got it from the image of the objective lens. So the image of objective lens will form at FO. Understand? So the rough diagram I just wanted to show here. Try to understand. So this is what the image formed by this will be here. So this is F naught. It is objective lens and it is eyepiece. F naught is the image formed by this one. The same must be the object for this, and this object must be kept at focal length of this one. So that is the same point focal length of the eyepiece also. So what I can write, so f naught is from here to here, that's a image because of the objective length, and fe, so that is the object distance because for the eyepiece. So what is the length of the astronomical telescope in this case? F naught plus fe. Okay. Now, commonly this is the case called normal adjustment. When they say that find the magnifying power of an astronomical telescope at its normal adjustment. Normal adjustment means the image will be found at infinity. The magnifying power will be f naught by fe, and length of the telescope will be f naught plus fe. So this is how the concept can be discussed, and let us solve few numericals related to astronomical telescope. Let us solve the commonly asked numericals in the previous NEET exam and AIMS exams. Let us see. In this concept, focal length of the objective lens is 200 centimeters and focal length of the eyepiece is 5 centimeters in astronomical telescope. Find the magnifying power when the image is formed at least distance of distinct vision and the image is formed at infinity. And let us solve. We know in the first case what is the formula. Magnifying power is equal to f naught by fe into 1 plus fe by d. M is equal to, what is f naught? 200. What is fe? 5 into 1 plus, what is fe? 5, and what is d? It's 25. So this is 5 5s. So 5 40s. So what I can write here is 40 into, so LCM is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, and this is 5 8. So your magnification will be 48. See how big the magnified image will be. Now, the second case, magnification is just f naught by fe because the image is formed at infinity. Your f naught is 200 by fe is 5, so you get magnification is 40. 4. This is the major formula based question. Now, the most important question I told you during the discussion of the astronomical telescope is based on this. Astronomical telescope normal adjustment. Normal adjustment means, so the image forms at infinity. Image forms at infinity, the normal adjustment. Given magnifying power, image formed at infinity means the magnifying power is f naught by fe, and which is given as 4. Keep it equation 1. Length of the telescope is 15. Length of the telescope in this case is f naught plus fe. It's given as 15. So that is equation number 2. Find the focal length of the lenses. Our aim is to find f naught and fe. So that's all. Now from equation 1, what I can write, so from this equation what I can write, f naught is equal to 4 times fe. Let me substitute this in the length of the telescope. F naught is what? 4 times fe in plus fe is equal to 15. So this is 5 fe is equal to 15. So 5 3s. So fe is equal to 3 centimeters. Now this fe you substitute in the length of the telescope concept, you will get that. So f naught plus 3, which is equal to 15. So from here f naught is equal to how much? 12 centimeters. So if you want any doubt, you get some values of f3 and f naught, right? Just add them, 3 plus 12, you get 15. So this is how the numericals can be solved. And see, these are the two theoretical questions. In the previous AIMS exam, this was asked. In astronomical telescope, focal length of the objective lens is made. Focal length of the object must be greater than the focal length of eyepiece. How much greater? They have not mentioned. That means, this is wrong. It's half of the focal length of eyepiece. No. It's not equal and it is greater than focal length of the eyepiece. Like this theoretical questions also can solve. Now, the objective lens with large aperture are used in astronomical telescopes. Why? Why? I told you already, objects are kept at infinity. So, to form more number of, that means to incident more number of light rays on the objective lens, we will be keeping the large aperture of objective lens. So when more number of light rays incident on the eye lens, what incident on the convex lens, what happens? The brightness of the image will be more. When the aperture is more, the brightness of the image will be more. It's not because to get great resolution, it is not because to get reduce the lens defect, and it is not at all for manufacturing easiness. So it is only for to increase the brightness of the image. So like this, numericals also will be asked in this astronomical telescope topic.